Buy a Reboost and stand a chance to win your share of 1 million rand. Get your unique code under the ring of the can and then dial *120 *12215# and follow the voice prompts to enter. iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting. Good victory for Kaizer Chiefs. Solid Football Club trying to play the ball from the back, making a couple of mistakes there. Chiefs deadly. Khama Billiat, Keagan Dolly, almost mirroring the match here on the Pirates. So to have a victory. Tso Vilakazi, of course. My father, Swallows Football Club fan. I'm sure today he would have been very disappointed with some of the mistakes by Swallows. But of course, well done to Chiefs. Clinical up front.
I'm a coach for life.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can indlela. Nkulega ngibulise wena. Ngibulise Drake, ngibulise Justice, ngibulise Junior, ngibulise Machaka, ngibulise Selma Thuzi. Ngibulise nani emakhaya. Ngicela support njalo iDiskiTV. Ngizobe njobe njalo ngichike futhi. My coach for life. Nkulego, when you're gonna play against Chiefs, be careful, eh? You're playing against a big team. Labantu ababizwa nje a big team mahala. They've shown today why they are called a big team. Nkulego, good win for Chiefs, but you know, I'm worried ukuthi lento abayenzayo bazoyenza until when? Whereby you'll have 7 defenders and wait for Khama and Dolly, that individual brilliance, and then they get goals for you. Because among a checker la, ama mistake Swallows, they cost themselves.
To be fair to them, the first goal, it be interception, you're pressing Age, who you would expect to be on the center line, but it was closer to the D line. So yes, in as much as of course on the team sheet, you can see how many defenders, but I think sometimes the starting positions, depending on the game, situation, there were starting positions that were a little bit better. They were a little bit further forward.
Yeah, because I get you read. That's one thing that I think Stuart today he did right, is to we Swallows is starting to build from the back. Yeah. So let's press them. They don't like Sundowns. When you go and press them, definitely bazokwazi ukuphuma. Yabo. But now laba bayijwayelanga lento leyo qale move. So if we press them, they're gonna make mistakes. And that's why you saw Uake was there and they won that ball. Khama, Africa, Khama, Dolly goal. Khama Dolly. Yile nto yenzakalayo today kwi-game Swallows. Kuleko, I don't know, maybe bathe bababheka Chiefs, then they thought ukuthi no, Chiefs we can start lento sifunayo, we can start the game into from the back, because Chiefs is not the team that they're really gonna press us ngoDolly, ngoKhama, ngoPark, yabo. So I think that's why they came with that mind. But one thing about Kotlwa is ukuthi when you do that in Kulego, your positioning, ama players wakho, the way they need to position themselves is very important, because once you get it wrong in terms of positioning yourself, you're gonna be punished. And I always say, defenders, they make mistakes, and then my opponents, they get the ball, they don't punish them. They'll keep on doing it, and they're not gonna score. But if they make a mistake, they get punished. No, but you get away with that. But you want to drop along the side, because Monga Peggy mistake that first goal. I don't know who to look angle. What do you call that angle? The Africa goes at my father immediately by loser go. You don't position yourself like that. And again, when you play that defensive midfielder, La Parade, it means good. These 2 center backs immediately they need to come inside to close. Good, if anything happens, at least there's cap. But Swallows they were open. Ganj. So you lose the ball, the time Loma to cover is creating a space again for Udol.
A good third goal by Kaizer Chiefs, Khama Billiat. I see, of course, some questions about the defensive Swallows, but really, in order for there to be questions about the defense, you have to whiz past them, and that's exactly what it did. Monzo dribula njengama cone. It's something else. It's uncalled for. Look, yes, Khama is a quality player. He's a good player. Yes, he can dribble. I know that, but not in that manner. In that manner where, Umatlaba was there,
and this centre back, squeeze him there, close us, because as soon as you allow him to have that touch, he's gonna think. For that second or two, he's gonna think, okay, now I've got it. He's coming 1, 2, that goal. But that's what he did. That touch, I receiver, I hit. Then he had seconds to think. And instead of Matlaba, continue to put pressure in Vawak. And Loyana come closer to squeeze him. Especially the centre back. That those seconds for him to think. And I mean, if you give Khama his card lapa Okshay. That's what he did. Do bang his card. I think I'm finish. Gulego, good win for Chiefs, but
yeah. I want to wrap up by taking you towards the direction Brendan Truter. I said this is probably his last game. If this is not his last game, we are looking or reading the final chapters of Incwadi Brendan Truter as a coach. Swallows Football Club.
Gulego, the body language you can tell. I think he's leaving the team. In the Gibona, mina is a good team. Akafuna resign yena ufuna ukuthi team imqoshe because my problems.
What just tell the young kids who don't understand the dynamics of that. What's the difference between resigning and being fired?
When you resign, it means the team doesn't owe you anything because you decided to quit the job. So they don't have to pay you anything because you the one said, no, thank you very much, I'm going home. But if the team says we're releasing you, it means the team needs to pay you. So that's why Truter is in that position. I'm not going to resign. If things going to continue like this, and then they pay me, then I go home.
All right. Last one. Is he staying or going? In the next 7 days, is he still a Swallows Football Club coach?
Ngulego, the record, it doesn't say he can stay. Because you can't play 11 games, team scored 2 goals. It's that's a bad record. It's a very, very bad record. Yes, you can, Ngulego, you can have problems, but sometimes, yes, it's hard. You can motivate players to go inside the field of play and then give you something. But before the problems, before Azobe suspend, what was happening? Because at least if you were scoring at that time and then back suspender, we came back, then there's problems. But I don't see him staying at Swallows.
Right, there you go. That's Swallows Football Club losing to Kaizer Chiefs. Well done, Kaizer Chiefs, in this victory. Tso Vilakazi, of course, was confident on Friday, that Kaizer Chiefs would easily get the win here, and that's precisely what happens. iDiskiTV, iDiski Times, and World Sports Betting. Thank you very much for watching us.